I feel like we could feed the world here with all of the energy that people have, and what everyone brings to the table is amazing. Every day I'm astonished.
When I was really sick and wasn't able to get out of bed, the children were able to heat up the foods and eat.
Open Arms as an establishment is one of the best, like I say, godsends for me, and it's helped me, I think, carry on in my illness, and has sustained me pretty much. I mean, mentally, physically, and spiritually.
This isn't about me doing something because I have to. It's about volunteering is a part of what I'd like to be and what I feel a community should be.
I'm going to have to postpone my orientation in volunteerism for Open Arms because of my diagnosis. And she said, well, you know that breast cancer patients benefit from this too. And I didn't know that. I thought it was mainly AIDS and MS. And I said, well, you know, I probably won't need it. But thanks for letting me know.
Open Arms is something good that's come from a terrible disease. We've been preparing and delivering nutritious meals for people living with HIV/AIDS since 1986. And now we've expanded our program to offer that same service to people with multiple sclerosis, ALS, breast cancer, and other diseases. We're contributing to the quality of life for people with potentially life-threatening illnesses, providing all we serve with the nutrition they need, a connection to the community, and a sense of dignity.
I think for a lot of people who come through our doors, they have personal reasons for getting involved with the work that Open Arms does. And it was the same for me. I became involved with HIV/AIDS in 1985 when one of my closest friends tested positive. And I saw firsthand what happened to him.
It just got to be so tiring, you know, to work all day after having had chemo and then going to work and working all day and then coming home and having to prepare meals. I did that primarily because I'm raising my two sons on my own, and I don't have sick pay. So I thought, well, you know, maybe it wouldn't be such a bad thing to take Open Arms up on their offer. It was a lifesaver to me to be able to bring that food home and have them have some healthy meals that they could just heat themselves and know that they were getting good nutrition and they were tasty too.
Providing this critical service takes the time and talent of a dedicated group of volunteers and staff. Out of this small kitchen and the hearts of 1,400 volunteers comes over 150,000 nutritionally appropriate meals a year. It's an act of love that takes place 24/7 in a space just slightly larger than the average kitchen in a suburban home.
If you're going to a restaurant, I would expect not to have the same thing at every restaurant. So I try to think about it as these folks are, you know, they want to have something appealing. So we try to make it appealing first to the eye, and then the smell, and you can't get that from a hot dog. You want to have freshness, and when you're reheating the meals, you want to be able to get that smell from each thing differently. And also, if you have 5 meals in your freezer, they're not all the same. You can sort of choose which ones you want to eat on any particular day, and I think that's exciting for them.
Carrie had sent out an email saying, I'm going to start out a breast cancer ride. We're going to start the ride. This is going to be our first year, and I went to the orientation in early February, and I said, you know, I want to be involved for sure. How should I register? Should I register as a crew member or should I register as a rider? And they said, well, you know, we're fully supported, so if you can't ride 50 miles a day, that's fine. If you can ride 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever, then you can help crew. Then I want to register as a rider because I really want to try it. I want to see if I can do it. And so I did. And then I was really excited about it. I came home and I was talking to my sons about it, and Matt, who's my 18-year-old, said, would you like me to ride with you? And I said, I love it, you know, would you want to? Part of the reason he wanted to do it was because of me, but it wasn't just because of me. The week before I'd gone to the orientation, one of his best friend's mom had passed away from breast cancer, and we had gone to the funeral that Tuesday. Robin was only 40 years old. She had been diagnosed when she was 32, and it was devastating all around for all of us.
When we only provided meals to people with HIV and AIDS, it was my job to say to women with breast cancer, we can't help you. And for some of those women, no one helped them. And we will not do that anymore. And the only way we can continue to serve people who need food. We're talking about food. We have the resources to do this. And if the community will support us, we can create a physical structure, not to build a building, but so that we can build a program and make sure that no one in this community who is sick has to go hungry.
And I really feel that it's like something that I have to do. I think it's like come full circle, where I was going to volunteer for Open Arms. Turns out I needed help from them, and now I can go back and at least give something back through the biking, which I love to do anyway. And I can do it with my son and raise money at the same time.